And welcome to Diaspora Unfiltered, the channel that brings the day-to-day life of the people that are living in the diaspora. And specifically, I focus on people that are in New Zealand. And I believe this might help other people as well that are anywhere else in the world that have moved from their home country to somewhere else. And it's so important for you to get to listen and watch until to the end so that you get inspired. And today ndinemuna akakosha nemuna akandikoshera pano nekuti to tell you something kuti ukwanise kuwana munhu time yaunenge uri available iyewo munhu wacho nawo ari available in the diaspora panoti netsei people are always busy. Not only nekutsvaga mari, even family time chaiyo, because we are always working. We remember we need to pay my bills, expensive things, our rentals, like I always say. So today having a yeka, it's for me it's amazing. And Sis Mavis, I would want to say welcome to Diaspora Unfiltered.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming. I know just sacrificing coming to talk to me and actually coming all the way from where you live, coming to my place so that you can share your story and we get to help other people. It is really, I am so grateful. I am really happy about that. Thank you so much for coming. And without wasting time, like what we always do, I would want to know your journey to New Zealand. Right. So my first question would be, when did you come to New Zealand?
Okay. So I came to New Zealand in 2008.
Nearly 20 years?
No, 17 years.
17
now.
years. 17 years. Wow, that's a long time.
Not really. Some people have been here for longer. Yeah. Some people
Like 25 years?
Yeah. Some have been here 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wish to get to know those people. Yeah, so you came 2008 and when you came, I believe there's a certain time where people the immigration would only want your passport without the visa. So did you come with that or you had to have a visa?
Okay, so that time I think it was 2002. And I came in 2008.
Yeah.
At that time, they were requiring the visa.
Sure.
So I had to apply for a visa to come into New Zealand. 2008 is when things were very hard in New Zealand, in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, yeah.
In Zimbabwe. And most of my colleagues were leaving Zimbabwe because, oh my goodness, I don't know if you remember the time and era where we were burning money. That's the time.
I know. What were we calling that money?
Burning money.
And I remember, and there were no food in the shops and nothing.
No, yeah.
The people that were surviving were those who had relatives that were outside of Zimbabwe.
I can't say that much during that time. I think it was those people who were smart in terms of using finances, because you would get a $20, you go and burn it in the streets, and then you get more money.
Yeah.
And I think as well, there were not many people who had gone into the diaspora who were supporting their families back home. It was not that big. So that time, people were depending on burning money. Yeah.
Zimbabwe for you. Yeah. Also, you had to apply the visa. And for me, when I had to come, I got, I can say, sponsorship from my company that I'm working for. So when you come, did you get a job before, or you actually just sponsored yourself and come to New Zealand?
Okay, so what happened is in 2008, around April, there was an agent who came to Zimbabwe.
Oh,
yeah. She was looking for nurses.
Wow.
And she was a Zimbabwean citizen based in New Zealand. Yes. And she was doing quite well. So she came in and you know, I mean, word of mouth, people just passed on the message, and that there's somebody, an agent from Zimbabwe, was looking for nurses, and she was doing interviews at the Rainbow Towers, at Sheraton, and in Masasa Park.
Oh.
So I managed to go to the Masasa Park one. It was on a Saturday, I remember that very well, and it was raining. I almost didn't go, but I said no. This is my chance.
Yes.
Because it was her last day in Zimbabwe.
Oh.
So I go there, and the house was full of nurses
who were awaiting to do the interview.
Yeah. It was supposed to start at 2 p.m. So people were just waiting for her to come, and when she came in, we were all sitting in a lounge, and she started telling us about New Zealand, the requirements, the remuneration, and yeah, that's where everything started. So with my situation, I had already registered with the New Zealand Nursing Council.
You had already registered?
Yeah.
So already you had planned to be in New Zealand somehow?
So not really. It just happened that you know, I mean, during that time, people were just moving out of, like, there was a mass exodus of nurses from Zimbabwe going to either UK, to the Australia, New Zealand, Ireland. Those were the 4 main countries nurses were going to. And in 2006, I applied through the Nursing Council to be registered. But then there was an issue that happened in Australia where a couple came in. The wife was a nurse, and I don't know what then happened. So their relationship was broken, and the husband then ended up saying out all the things that had happened for the wife to come to Australia, that she didn't have she didn't have original papers. She was using fake papers. So during that time, this is 2006, everything was put on hold. New Zealand, Australia had to put everything on hold, and we started being investigated because we had already sent through our papers, and they were in the process of being verified. So that was a drawback. But anyway, eventually we had to be re-verified. Yeah. So 2006, 2007, I didn't have money to travel to New Zealand. And then 2008, an angel comes in. And because I was already registered, I stood a higher chance of being hired.
Yes.
Okay, so she collected all the paperwork that we had, our passports, all my registration certificate that I had, and all the necessary paperwork that was required, and she brought it back. So that was April 2008. April 2008. So we were waiting. Of course, I mean, she was communicating to say, you're on this stage, you're on this. She was updating us with the progress. Then it took a while. But anyway, for me, I think that delay or that process happened for a reason, because in the same month of April, on the 20th, that's when I lost my mom. She had been battling with cancer. So I lost her on the 20th of April. But she knew that I was in the process of going. April, May, June, July, August, my visa was I think I got my visa on September, October, November. In November.
From April?
Yeah.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Yeah, that's when I got my
7 months later.
Yes, and I didn't think it was going to happen because it was too long.
And by the way, the agent had taken your passport.
I couldn't travel anywhere
Yeah.
because I was that kind of a person who would be going to Zambia, South Africa, Botswana, because I was going.
No.
I was doing, the cross-border
Yes.
business.
Whenever you were off.
Yeah. Every Friday I would go either
Wow.
to Zambia or to Botswana. Anyway, then the visa is out. I was very happy, and she bought the tickets, and a group of four nurses, we came and we were in the same flight, and we arrived in New Zealand. We left Zimbabwe on the 9th of December, and we arrived in New Zealand on the 11th of December. The same year, 2008. And we arrived in Wellington.
You were in Wellington. Okay. So in Wellington, you already had your job sorted?
No.
No.
So amongst the four of us, I was the only one who had a work visa, because when I got the visa, I was given a work visa because I was already registered with the New Zealand Nursing Council, and my colleagues got the visitor's visa. But on the 11th we arrived, 13, 14, 15 I started work.
Oh wow. How about the jet lag?
Well, I mean, I didn't know anything about jet lag. It's something that I then discovered. There's something called jet lag. The way we are brought up in Zimbabwe, our parents, there's nothing like being tired.
No.
You're always on the move.
No.
So to me, I didn't know, one, what jet lag is. Number two, I had come here to work for money.
Yes.
So on the 15th, that was my first shift, and I remember very well, it was at Wellington Hospital, where I was going to be a watch. A watch is you watch over somebody who is unstable or who is unsettled, like people who can't stay in bed. They always want, because maybe they have some confusion or they are disorientated because of something. So they would have somebody to sit with that person so that at least they can keep them in bed. And I mean, if this person tries to come out of bed, you have to call the nurses. And even though I was a registered nurse, according to the New Zealand Nursing Council register, the job that I got was a healthcare assistant.
Healthcare assistant?
Yeah, healthcare assistant. When I look back, at times I think I was taken advantage of. But on the other hand, in Shona we have this two more go to kushata kweshimwe.
Yes.
So in as much as I was taken advantage of, I think I benefited from being abused that way. To work as a healthcare assistant
while you are a registered nurse.
Yeah. So I continued working, and then as time went by, some Zimbabwean community were asking me, maybe you said you are a registered nurse, how come you're working as an assistant? Yeah. And I said, no, I mean, that's what my agent said, I can work as a healthcare assistant whilst they're sorting my papers. And they were asking me, what papers do they need to sort? Because you're already a registered nurse.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know. And for sure, I didn't know anything because I didn't know the systems here.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything, the protocols or what you need to do to be working.
Yeah.
So to me, that was normal to me.
As long as I'm getting money, I'm supporting my family.
Yeah, I was. And to be honest, it was not a lot of money. That time, I think it was $19 an hour. That's what I was getting.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was working back-to-back shifts. Like, I would do 3 shifts today. Tomorrow, I'm doing 2. You go to work at 7 in the morning. You finish at 3 o'clock. Between 3 and 4, you're traveling to another place. 4 o'clock, you're starting another shift. You finish at 11. 11 to 12, you're traveling to another shift.
Oh.
And you finish at 7 o'clock, you go home, you sleep, and you just sleep maybe for 4 hours, because 2 o'clock you're supposed to be
back.
You're going to go back. So that's the life I lived during those days. And to be honest, there was nothing wrong at that time, because I was getting the money.
Yeah.
I was sending money to my kids.
Yes.
So it was okay.
How about feeling tired? Were you not feeling tired?
Like I've said in the beginning,
Yeah.
the
You don't
way
feel it.
we are trained, you don't get tired.
No, you
You're
have to
like a
keep
machine.
going.
Yeah, you keep going. The 4 hours I would sleep was enough to boost my energy.
Yeah, and the other thing, you'll be thinking of, my children back home.
Yes.
I would want the best for them, and how can I do it?
Yeah.
Considering that here we pay rent weekly, and it takes like almost 60% of your salary.
Yeah.
And if I've got 40%, I need food, I need transport. How much am I going to send to my children?
Exactly. But the good thing is, this agent provided accommodation, so we're not paying rent at that time.
Oh, that was better.
So that's why I didn't really look at a lot of things, because we were not paying rent.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't know how much it was to pay rent, I didn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because it's something that I don't know. I'm just having free accommodation. I'm going to work, and at times will be provided with transport to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
But what would happen is, if there's a shift and you have a car, then you get a shift. If you don't have a car, then you have to wait so that they can go with everybody in one lot.
Oh, so they come, they would provide transport that transport a group of people.
Yes.
Or it was not like a personal car.
No.
There. Oh.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was transport that would transport a few people. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were 3 cars: the husband, the wife, and this PA. So there were 3 cars, and at that time, I don't want to lie to you, this agent was getting a lot of shifts. So imagine 3 cars. They would fill those 3 cars
transporting
people to maybe Wellington Hospital or to other rest homes around. So they were making good money.
So you mean this agent is the one who was also running the business here? Ah, I see. And I think sometimes we just saying, according to the Bible, when the time is right, He actually makes everything beautiful.
Yes.
And sometimes thinking that, oh, I have done my registration in 2006 and things went on hold.
Yeah.
Probably God was just saying, oh, wait, I'm going to provide something better for you.
Yeah.
And you came, did you pay for your flight ticket?
No.
You see, which is a lot of money, and free accommodation as well. Yeah, when the time is right, this is something we should always know, that a delay is not a denial.
Yeah.
And it's a very good story that someone else should know and understand. And yeah, now you are working, your friends or the Zim community now have asked you which papers you're using. What did they do after that?
Okay, there was one sister who actually approached me privately, and she sat me down and she said, Mavis, are you telling the truth that you are registered? Yeah. And I said, yes, I am. And she said, okay, so why are you working as a healthcare assistant? And I said, because this is what I'm required to be doing by my agents. And she said, no. Do you know you can actually go to the nursing council today and get your practicing certificate, and you can start working as a registered nurse? I didn't believe her. And she said, if you want, I can take you to the nursing council.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Good Samaritan.
Yeah. So the following day, we arranged to go to nursing council. And for sure, I came out with my practice certificate. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. I needed to pay for my annual practice certificate. And then I came. But I didn't tell the agents that this is what has happened.
Yeah.
So behind the scenes, I started looking
Mm-hmm.
for registered nurse positions.
Yeah.
And there was another agent that actually helped me to secure a position.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to move out of Wellington. I wanted just a change of everything.
Yeah.
So that's when I came to Christchurch.
Ah, and when was this?
This was 6 months later. So December, in June 2009.
Yeah.
That's when I came to Christchurch.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I don't want to lie to you, nurses were like, what band?
Wow.
Yeah. They were so desperate of nurses.
Oh.
And I know they helped me to move my car because I had bought a car,
Mm-hmm.
a cheap car.
You bought it. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. You bought a car within 6 months. Well, it was possible because you were having 3 shifts in 24 hours, and it's in like an 8-hour shift.
Yeah. So, in as much as I want to say I was working very hard because I was doing all these shifts,
Yeah.
the 4 of us, we made an agreement to say, okay, guys,
Mm-hmm.
we want to help each other to buy cars.
Oh.
Yeah. But what I can't remember now is, was it my car that was bought first or I was number 3?
Oh.
But we helped each other,
Oh, wow.
those
That's
who could
good.
drive, to buy cars.
That was
So
good.
what we'll do is we put money together this week, we
Mhm.
buy A's
This
car,
one's car, yeah.
then the following week
buy
B,
someone,
C,
yeah.
D.
Wow.
That's how I got my car. It was quite cheap. I think I bought it off auction, 700 New Zealand dollars, and it was a Toyota Camry full house. It was a beautiful car, very durable, very strong car.
700. And now, if I can go and look for a car for 700, I get crap.
No, you want it to find, maybe you'll find a tire, I don't know, a part.
Not a car.
Yeah. So yeah, then so this company or the organization that hired me
Mhm.
helped me to move from Wellington financially
Yes.
to Christchurch, and they gave me accommodation for 6 weeks in a motel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how valuable we were
The
in
nurses,
that
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
So then after that, I looked for accommodation. But I'll take you back to the flights
Mhm.
and everything.
Yeah.
So with the flights, we were made to pay 25,000 New Zealand dollars to the agents for the processing, the tickets. Yeah. And
25,000 New Zealand dollars.
yeah. And when you are in Zimbabwe, you don't think of anything. All you
just want
all
to
you
go.
wanted, all I wanted was to go.
I know.
You know, you don't
I
even know the value of 25.
Yeah.
The visa processing, the tickets,
And the accommodation.
and
I
the
guess.
accommodation
Yeah.
was all included in 25,000. And we were made to sign some papers whilst we were still in Zimbabwe. So we signed these papers.
That was a lot of money though by then.
Oh, imagine.
Because if you could buy a car for $700 and now you are asked to pay $25,000.
So the plan was, each time you get paid, you pay something. Each time you get paid, you pay something. And that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
But some of the details I can't really disclose because it involves some individuals,
Yeah.
and maybe they don't want their story to be shared.
Yes.
But then what happened is, in the end, it was discovered that the agent was using people to work on visitors' visas, and it was busted by the immigration, and the company was shut down. I really feel sorry in saying that because I saw a fellow Zimbabwean who had actually built an empire.
Yeah.
I think the lesson that I got from that is, in everything that we do, we really need to be transparent.
Yes, transparent.
We really need to be honest,
very honest.
And we need to do everything
The right
with a
way.
lot of diligence
Yeah.
and integrity.
Yeah.
Because the moment you try and cut corners, it will catch up with you.
It will just backfire one day.
Yeah. So that's the lesson that I got. And since then, I don't want to lie. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I try by all means to be somebody who does things the right way. I want to stay on the right side of the law in New Zealand.
And I think it's really important. Doing things by book or by law will always save us. It doesn't save someone else, but it saves yourself. And I think if everyone can actually stick into that, probably we might not have any challenges or problems. And just it's a lesson that these people had, and even for us today. But I sometimes feel, as Zimbabweans, we sometimes take advantage of each other, because for me, just thinking that you paid 25,000.
No, we didn't pay, but we were supposed
You
to
were
pay.
supposed. Yeah, just imagine if you had paid all that money. I don't know. I think sometimes that's why we don't get to go very far. I think we just need to do the right things, and that will help us. So now you are in Christchurch. I believe your family was still back home.
Yeah. So my children were still in Zimbabwe. And I was still working the same way I was doing in Wellington as an HCA.
Yeah.
I was still working that way, doing my back-to-back
Different
shifts.
shifts.
And I saved my money. 2010, I went back and brought the youngest boy, Tanaka.
Yeah.
He was 11. When I left, he was 9.
How did you feel living a 9-year-old back home?
I mean, it's something that I don't even want to think about, but I had to do it.
And I guess your story can help someone. How did you survive the 2 years without, it was actually, about 2 years, without your children here?
Just like, animals or other human beings, we get the survival instinct. It was hard, but I had to endure it because I knew where I was going. So I left. TK was 9 years when I left, and then Denzel. I don't know.
I know Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel. He was 15. He was 15.
A crucial time.
Yeah, and their sister was in her early 20s.
So the girl is the firstborn, then Denzel, then TK.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was living with them?
I had to find a lady to look after them, somebody that I didn't know. She was a very good person, a mature woman. She had her own children, and she was a grandmother. So she looked after my children very well.
Oh, that's so nice. At least having someone like that, you feel you will be at ease that someone dearly is looking after my children and they are happy. Yeah.
And the big sister was there, so she would look after the brothers. So I'm here working. And then Tanaka came in 2011. Denzel joined in Tanaka 2010. Denzel joined in 2011.
Wow. So now they are here. Denzel was now
17.
Yeah. And this is one of something that is very emotional to me. Now they come here. They're coming from Zimbabwe, where the culture is totally different. The language is totally different. Yes, back home we are actually blessed that at school we are taught in English, so we can easily understand English, but the accent.
Yeah, it was quite hard, even for me. When I started working in the restrooms as a healthcare assistant, I would just be saying yes, because they were talking too fast.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear
what they're saying. Yeah.
So I would just be saying yes.
And sometimes you would feel embarrassed to keep on asking, oh, sorry, what did you say? Pardon me, I didn't hear what you're saying.
You know, it's quite difficult to say. You would ask.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, they will be like, oh, how is she here? Oh,
Yeah.
She can't
Yes.
understand English.
Yeah.
So you just be saying yes, yes, or at times you don't say anything.
You just pretended as if you have understood them, then you carry on doing what you're doing. Oh my goodness.
To answer your question, it was quite hard.
I can imagine.
Tanaka, I guess he was still young, so he just went to primary school.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was
now 11. Oh yes.
Yeah. And for Denzel, I tried to enroll him into the uni, which he was accepted at 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know, when you are talking to children, they don't understand, they don't see the importance.
Yes, yes.
So he didn't want to. And I don't know, but I want to say that cultural shock is the one that I don't know whether I should put the blame on that, but it was a contributory factor to how my son is right now, that cultural shock, because he came here and everything is lights,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So the cultural shock was, I mean, it really shocked him.
Yeah.
It really shocked him to the extent that it has disturbed the way he's supposed to be. And I'm still praying to God that one day he'll change it.
One day. One day. And I know, even for us adults, the cultural shock is something that if you are not careful, you end up doing the things you are not meant to do.
Yeah.
For example, I'm a preschool teacher, right? Back home, I never used to call a parent by a first name.
Yeah.
But here, you are supposed to call them by their first names. And you know what I do? I told my manager, to some parents I will, but to some I won't. I will address them by their child's name and that's it. And she said, you know what, I understand you. I understand where you're coming from. So cultural shock it's something that people that are moving to New Zealand or who have just moved to New Zealand, they need to find guidelines from the people that have moved here years ago, so that they get to know what to do when a child, behaves this, or when they say this. You never know, you might get help. We don't want a situation that you say, I couldn't find anyone to ask.
Yeah.
But there are so many people that are willing to help. I know with Denzel, I loved his music. When I heard him singing, I know even if he continued that way, he's doing something that he's actually liking. One day, it's only one day. It doesn't take years. It's just one day. We're not sure when is that, but he might come back and say, "Oh, mom, I think now I want to do that." He can reform. He is going to reform.
Yeah, I pray for
We
that
stay
day.
positive, and we stay confessing that yes, he is going to be good.
Yeah.
You know what? Denzel is not. It's not that he's doing anything bad. No, but because you expected him to have a degree.
And I mean, there is a certain behavior that you expect your child
Is an African parent.
Yes. And if that doesn't happen, as a parent, you get disappointed.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, all I can do is just to pray for him.
Yeah. One day.
So that he is that child that I expected him to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. You're well. You're well. And the other thing that I wanted to ask is probably when you moved here, your expectations. Because when we are back home, when you come to the first world countries, I can easily get money. I can just go and get free clothes from somewhere, because people back home will be expecting money every week. Your expectations, were they met when you got here?
Yes, they were.
Wow.
Financially, yes, I was happy.
Wow.
Socially, not really. But because we were living in a house where there were fellow Zimbabweans, that's the social people that I would have around me. But other than that, social life was really bad. And the community, well, they used to do some gatherings, but most of the times they're at work. So you won't be able to go and join.
Yeah.
So in terms of finances, where as soon as I got to New Zealand, started to work, my expectations were exceeded.
Wow. Oh, this leads me to this question. I know you were working different shifts, right? So definitely your money would be more. Can I then, probably a family of 3, survive on one salary and one shift?
One shift.
Yeah. So for example, myself, I cannot have any other shift.
Oh, no, you can't.
So you need some extra.
No. The only way that we survived during that time was the shift work and working back to back.
Yeah.
So many shifts.
Yeah.
And also that we didn't have rent to pay there and there. We're not expected to pay rent on the
very day you start work.
Yeah. And we're not expected to pay electricity. So this man was being paid, but would pay as we get paid. Not the whole amount.
Yeah.
But you just nominate a figure to say, I think I can only pay $50. And I mean, when I'm looking at it now, it worked out very well for the agents because we're talking about 25,000.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
So
even now,
$20,
25 is a lot.
yeah, $100 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So they were okay with that. See, but for somebody who only works 40 hours a week,
no,
as a single person in the family, you won't be able to cater for everybody unless you are doing what type of a job. Maybe you're an electrician, an engineer.
Those who pay like $60 an hour.
Yeah, at that time, maybe you would be able to. But to be honest, being in New Zealand for this long, I wouldn't survive on 40 hours only. I need more. It's only now that things have changed, but still more. The financial obligations are a lot. You need to pay for your fuel, you need to look after yourself, you need to buy your food, you need to pay your rent, you need to pay your mortgage if you've got a mortgage. You need money to send back home because they'll be waiting as well. Yes. And at that time, I had my nephews and nieces that I was paying fees for. And to me, it was not a big deal because I had the money. Yeah. Every week on Friday, because we used to get paid every Friday. So every Friday, I would afford to send money for my kids, send money for my nephews and nieces who were in school. So it was not a big deal. But now when I look at it, I'm like, all that money, I would have done something. Yeah. And I also believe you could work those different shifts because your kids were not here yet. Yes. And as soon as they got here, things changed, I believe. Yeah, things, I mean, really changed drastically because you can't be away. You can't. And TK was very young. Here you can't leave a 14-year-old unless if they're 14 and above. Yeah. 14 and below, you can't leave them in the house. So it was very difficult. Yeah, you know, the reason why I asked it about one salary, for my family, my husband is working, I am working, but we hardly save even $200. Yeah, it's very because of the expenses that we have. And unfortunately, you know, I can't do any extra work because I'm on a bonded visa. So yeah, maybe one day if we consider to stay in New Zealand, because so far I'm a bit skeptical about it. But I believe with time things will change because we've got childcare, which is something that takes most of your money as well. Yeah. And probably what advice can you give to the people that have just landed, that have maybe
a person like me, I'm nearly 2 years in here, but there are still lots of things that I still need to know, and some advices that can help me as I go.
Okay. I will talk about the finances, number one.
Mm-hmm.
When I mean, I'll talk about me personally.
Mm-hmm.
When I came here, nobody set me down to say, Mavis, yes, you're